Hey guys, it's Donnie, PG Hat Co. and Patriot Graphics. It's been way too long since I've checked in with you guys. Check out the sign behind us. I'm going to do a little shop update and take you inside. Alright, behind us you'll see our new shop. It's new as of August. If you haven't been following us on social media, on Instagram, you probably didn't know that we had finally moved out of our garage and into our very first retail slash shop space. Lots of new exciting things, lots of new equipment. So let's go inside and check it out. All right. We've come a long way since the garage days. Get this turned on. This is typically how our shop looks each day. I didn't do any special cleaning for you guys. There's some remnants of the sign that you saw hanging up outside. It's just some MDF, but painted it up, made it look real nice. So anyway, I'm going to show you around. If you haven't been keeping up to date on everything, this is another sign that we made. It's acrylic and also MDF. So here is the new monster. It is our Thunder Laser. It's the Nova 51. It's got a ton of workspace in it. This is our natural leather that's in here. The light color, that's our rust that we've used since day one. This is my workshop in here. Got the good old Glowforge Pro. Still use this. We've got our second one that is at our house still. So we use that one at the house for fun projects. We'll run some late night jobs on the one at the house as well. But this one's still here. We still use it on some smaller things while the big one is running. Got our rotary fume box. That's kind of the setup on the back side. Sucks out all the nastiness. We have finally added all of our different leather colors that you see up here to our website. We've got them in little drop down options. We've got white, we've got the light brown, we've got the russet gray. You want to go on there and check it out. But anyway, let's talk about some other stuff. Some of our last videos, we've started having our own private label hats made that you can see behind me, and you're probably asking what makes them private label hats. So let me just show you. On the inside of the sweatband, we have our logo stitched in. We've worked really hard with the manufacturer on these to make them fit and feel and really just have the overall appearance of a Richardson 112, since that is what everybody knows and kind of loves. We're updating the logo on the inside of this. This is one of our other new hats. It is an old school rope, full twill back. I call this one the pawpaw hat because everybody's pawpaw used to wear these. But that is our new logo that we're putting on the inside. First run of these, I just had 250 made just to kind of see how they would go, and this is all that we've got left. We just got those in last month. We've got 1,000 of the duck camo khaki. We've got 1,000 of our private label OD duck is what I call those. We've got one of our other newest colors, the duck camo pine with the green mesh. And then down here, we just got a shipment of 1,000 of the duck camo brown. This is our best seller. At the end of October, beginning of November, that's what we've got left. 1,000 more are being delivered. Hopefully next week, by the end of January, we'll have those. I'm going to show you our backstock room. Me and Mandy, my wife, just did inventory beginning of the year. Pulled everything out, counted everything, tidied up back here. We've expanded some of our shelving over here. We've got our legacy hats on this side. This is all of our Backstock up here. We've got some auto. Really loving the foam truckers that you see here. We've got our Yupong Backstock. We've got the Richardson 5 panels. Richardson camo. We've got some of our other Richardson styles over here. We've got the Blaze. We've got some of the rope hats over here. Some of the 7 panels. I think we have 14,000 hats in our Backstock room. As you can see, once again, this is why we had to move out of our garage. I'm going to go on this other side and talk to you for a little bit. This is where I typically take pictures of the hats we're making, so I'll take mine off. If you look on our social media page and wonder what the background image is, there you go. This is part of the crate that our big Thunder laser came in, so I didn't want to scrap it, so I stained it, hung it up here, attached it with our old pumpkin table is what it's called. It's an antique, so it looks nice together. This is our little kind of workstation, photo station. We've got our heat presses. This is our ship station. This is typically where Mandy works with our packing tape. In here, everything else that you see. This little area, the kids were up here today. They had half day at school, so they came up, ate lunch with me. Mandy brought them up here. Always remember to start each day with a grateful heart, of course. Got to get some new plants in here. But this is our new space. We did a sneak peek back in August, but this is the official kind of walkthrough. A lot of the hats that I make and wear, I'll just typically grab one and go. This is a really cool story here. We just made some hats for the Chicago Bears offensive line for Christmas presents. One of the running backs, Khalil Herbert, we've built a good relationship with him, but he ordered these for all the guys on the Bears offensive line, which was a pretty cool opportunity. As you can see, we're Bears fans. We've got our new gift bags this year. So 2 exciting things that I want to talk to everybody about. One, this January is our 15-year anniversary. 15 years ago, I started the idea to come up with Patriot Graphics. That was our original name. That's still our legal name. PG Hat Co. is the abbreviation of Patriot Graphics. So we've got that, and we also have 2 years ownership, just over 2 years actually, of our first Glowforge, and really how this machine changed our entire business and changed our entire lives, really just everything. So talk to you a little bit about the Glowforge Pro, why we decided to go with that, why we upgraded to our bigger machine, and talk to you about how our business started 15 years ago. So 2.5 years ago, we were still making leather patch hats. I was doing everything by hand. It just became super tedious. 2020, the year that the world blew up, COVID started, everybody just went nuts. We were already in business, but it just really blew up for us. So we bought our first Glowforge in the middle of a pandemic. I didn't know if that was a good idea, but it turned out to be a great idea. So much of a great idea that our first Glowforge that we bought in July of 2020, we bought a second one in December of 2020 by the end of the year. So we were running 2 Glowforges nonstop, and it really helped us get through the year. It helped us expand our brand. So Glowforge Pro, we chose this Glowforge Pro because of the pass-through It's got the pass-through slot on here, so instead of cutting our leather down to fit inside of here, we basically cut it into strips and we would feed it through this pass-through door right here. So we'd feed it through, cut off a chunk that we just engraved, feed it through, cut off a chunk, so on. So, Glowforge Pro, it's been phenomenal to us. Like I said, we still use it, still much love for it. Again, one of the things that has been so beneficial to us is the Glowforge referral program. We thank everybody that has used our link down below. I'll put it down there for you, that has saved so many of you, hundreds of you, $500 off your Glowforge Pro purchases over the years. We thank you. It is still ongoing. If you still want to save $500, you can still click that link below. Glowforge prices have gone up quite a bit since we bought our first one in 2020. So a lot of you are spending more money on those. So $500 definitely helps with that new purchase. So Glowforge Pro, still love you. Again, we still use the one at our house. Do a lot of fun projects with our kids. If you see some of our older videos, we're going to get back into those. It's something fun that we were doing called Lasers and Beer. We called it the Lab. Some school projects coming up that we're going to do on the Glowforge Pro. So, still 2 thumbs up. And I'm going to show you the Thunder Laser now and why we decided to upgrade, get something bigger, faster, more industrial. I think the best way for me to show you one of the main reasons that we upgraded to the Thunder is we'll go back outside and I'm going to show you this new sign that we made. Alright, obviously you cannot engrave or cut something of this size inside the Glowforge. Even with the pass-through, you can see how thick the wood is, and it's too wide to fit through the pass-through. So that was one of the things that I was hoping to expand with our brand, is to be able to do larger items like this. In just a minute I'm going to rewind back to 2008 and you'll kind of get an idea of why I enjoy doing wood signs. But anyways, we did a little bit of an engraved job down here because honestly we could have cut all these letters out like we did up here. I just didn't want to glue all those on. So did a little engrave on those, and then I cut these out, painted them, glued them all on. Did the hanging hardware today, but again, one of the reasons I wanted to upgrade to the Thunder was to be able to do stuff like this. All right, we'll go back in. Whew, 15 years. Who knew? 2008 that I would have a shop with my wife. Who knew that I would quit my engineering job that I'd been at for 18 years? Who knew that during that time my wife would go back to work and then quit her job during a pandemic from a company that was a Fortune 500, is a Fortune 500 company, and one of the top 20 places to work in the United States. But here I am, surrounded by hats, surrounded by amazing customers like you, surrounded by so many of the business connections that we've made with Richardson, with Glowforge, through Thunder. It's just been a great experience. I won't go into all the rambling details about from 2008 to 2023 that got us to where we're at, but quick, real small description. 2008, working at an engineering firm, started doing side hustle websites, started making stickers on the side, turned into shirts on the side, turned into hats on the side, which turned into a hat business. Left there 2018 just to go all in. 2020, the pandemic hit, was freaking out, didn't know what was going to happen. Business exploded. Was working in the spare bedroom at our house, which had turned into our office. Moved out of the office into the garage, which is what you see our other videos. We're inside of our garage. outgrew the garage and moved into our very first shop in August of 2022. We are a closed shop because, because if we were an open shop, honestly, I would get nothing done. Our employees, we've got two, myself and my wife. We're a family business, family-run business, family-owned business. Our kids are now 7 and 10, and I cannot wait for the day that they can start working here and take over our business, take over our brand. Super excited to have a legit family business. I feel like that's the American dream. So let's talk about the wood sign. I got to go back to that. About 2010, I had this big desire to do woodworking. Even came up with a whole separate company. It was called Shade Tree Designs. Was making wood signs for everybody. Really loved doing it. And whenever I get to make something like that outside that you see, it just really puts me in a different zone than making leather patches for hats. It's really more hands-on. I love building stuff. I love making something from nothing. Same concept with the leather patch hats. You start with a hide of leather. You put somebody's logo on there, whether it be their company logo, if they're getting married, their last name, their future last name, bridal parties, memorial services. We have done so many different things for so many different people. It's kind of crazy to think that each hat has some sort of impact on our lives. We touch each hat. I make every hat. We box each hat. Mandy does a phenomenal job at boxing all these products. And just, you got to make a process. You've got to make a brand. You've got to set yourself apart from the others. And you just got to figure out how you're going to do that. We get questions all the time, just asking, how did we start? How can you help? What do you suggest? And honestly, my new term is stay the course. That is my new phrase that I've been using. Obviously, it's not a new phrase, but it's a phrase that I've taken in. Stay the course. Don't give up. It's frustrating. There are so many people out there that do the same thing as you, that do the same thing as me, that do the same thing as us. But you just got to carve out your lane and stay in your lane is one of the terms I also like to say. There are so many, I don't know why my eyes are so big. I had to move. The sun was coming through the window at our shop directly into my eyes. So anyway, I just wanted to really give everybody an update. We took a lot of time off in 2022. We took almost the whole summer off. We spent it with our kids. We went to the beach for a week. The previous year, we traveled the country. We did a West Coast road trip. We were gone for 3 weeks, 6,000 miles, 16 different states, from Florida to Moab, Utah, down to California, or over to California, then back across to Florida. We're planning an East Coast trip this summer. We're going to go all the way up to Maine and to Canada. We bought a travel trailer, so we're really excited to do a lot of fun stuff with our kids and make some great memories. And I'm not telling you to leave your day job, but at your day job, or your grown-up job as I like to call it, how many of them can you leave for 3 weeks, 4 weeks over the summer, during the holidays, to really just spend with your family, close the door, lock it, and just forget about it for a month? So that is one of the things that I am really incredibly blessed to be in the situation that we're in. And it's a lot of stress. It's a different level of stress than a grown-up job, because I'm relying on myself only. Me and my wife rely on ourselves to make, money for us to survive, versus you're depending on a paycheck. So, really thank all of you that have bought some of our hats, that have supported our business using our Glowforge referral links. You've saved money because of us, and we've got the Glowforge kickbacks because of you. So It works out both ways. Hopefully the ones that have used your Glowforge, the Glowforge links to purchase yours, are getting some kickbacks now from people using your links. That is one of the great benefits about the Glowforge. But, you know, just wanted to pop in. We're going to be doing a lot more videos. I really hope to get some time to do some more videos with you guys. I like to interact, and we just revamped our website. I've been adding new stuff, giving you more options, trying to make it a better shopping experience on our website. We've got an online chat, and guess who the online chat agent is? It's me. So we put ourselves out there, we make ourselves available. Shoot us a message on Instagram, Facebook, do the online chat with us on our website. You can shoot us an email, pghatco@gmail. We've got our phone number on the website. My phone is the one that rings, so I'll be the one to answer. If I don't answer, just shoot me a text. So anyway, give you one last little walk around and show you what just hard work and staying the course, and how everything can really just work out for you. Just don't give up. And just making sure I didn't trip over something. Just keep doing what you're doing. If you're here for Glowforge advice, go for it. It is definitely more affordable to start out on a Glowforge. Well, when we bought ours, it was $6,000. We've got two of them. I believe they're almost $8,000 now. But then you have something like this. We've got over $20,000 invested in this setup. And I never thought I'd be buying a piece of equipment for $20,000. And honestly, I didn't think I'd be buying a piece of equipment for $6,000 because we started our business with a $250 investment. So I suggest start small. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't pay too much attention to what everybody else is doing. Do your own thing. Make your own name for yourself. Create your own brand. Work late. Wake up early. Work some more. And just be real and honest to your customer. That's pretty much it. So thank you guys for the few years on social media, and thanks for everybody for really 15 years, mainly friends and family that have kind of been along for this ride. Seems kind of silly. I'm sure I'll get some the typical YouTube hater comments down there for whatever reason. But anyway, drop a comment below. Use the link below to save on your Glowforge. Unfortunately, Thunder Laser, they don't have any referral programs or any coupons or discounts out there. So you got to suck it up if you want to spend 20 grand on a machine. But you got to spend money to make money. And we appreciate. Unlock this door again. Okay, I lied. Before I end this video, this is what our garage looks like now. Let me flip you around. All right. This is almost a normal garage again. Here's our other Glowforge Pro that hangs out in here. There's our very first sign that we made out of vinyl. So we've come a long ways on that, but it still hangs out in the garage. There's a football that Josh Sitton, he played for Green Bay Packers, played for Chicago Bears. He signed for us. I've got to get a frame still for these, but here's a cool story for you so I can drag you along a little bit more. Here is Khalil Herbert. there is my wife, Mandy. This was last year. We went to a Tampa Bay game to see our Chicago Bears get absolutely brutalized by the Buccaneers, but we still had a great time. Took our kids to their first NFL game. That is where we sat. So at the end of the game, Khalil came walking over, gave Mandy his game gloves. This picture was actually in the Chicago Tribune. Printed it out, sent it to him with a Sharpie and some custom made hats, and he sent it back to us signed. And we've got his game gloves right here. So I still got to get a frame for this, but that's a really cool story, and that's how our connection started with the Chicago Bears team. So anyway, we've got our 65 Mustang in the garage, showing you guys it's back to a real garage now. There's real stuff in here. This is my car our car that I've been working on. It's a 65. It's got a rare bench seat in the front. Usually they have the split seats, but it's got a bench seat in it. It's a 3-speed, 6-cylinder. Did some custom exhaust on it, and I'll fire it up for you. You can kind of listen to it. Tennis ball. Sounds pretty good for a 6-cylinder. So that is our 65. I painted it myself. It is a satin silver, so I call it the Satin 65. Going back to my vinyl days, I did the vinyl wrap on the hood up there. This was red when I bought it, did all the body work on it. So that's our 65. All right, now you can finish the end of the video. But I appreciate everybody, and we'll see you on one of the next videos. Have a blessed day.